Today's horoscope from Academy, Pisces, June 12, 2025. Aim to let things flow rather than maneuver them for the best results today, but it also makes sense to be selective with how you express yourself temporarily. Watch for power plays. You can be quite focused on a moral issue or a particular belief and perspective. While giving something further thought is often helpful, try to shake it off if it's truly interfering with your day. People can be boasting or exaggerating today, but not all EAS entertained now are write-offs. In fact, you can come up with something very special today that will need fine-tuning later. Keep in mind that misleading information may be floating around you, and the tendency to forget or overlook things runs high. As the day advances, we head to a full moon, and there can be emotional stirrings or excitement, particularly surrounding money, things, and sharing. Stormy clouds are roaring with thunder and lightning today as a carryover from yesterday. A maelstrom is forming in the seas of your heart. This is because sweet Venus, our goddess planet, is clashing in a square with your planetary co-ruler, Pluto, in the skies above. This foretells murky energy is afoot in relationships, likely to bring out the shadow sides within everyone's personalities. This is not the time to jump into a new relationship if single. If committed, try to take some space apart. The best way we can harness this energy is to dig deep within to uncover anything that needs to be aired out, released, and transformed into positive means. Your organizational skills and ability to get things done efficiently are definitely in demand, even if nobody's asking you explicitly. You'll know exactly what to do when you see the problem. You are known among your friends for your reasonable judgment. However, place no judgment on your personal needs this month. If you need more sleep, do not waste time justifying the extra hours or trying to understand what reason there is or this change. The body dictates what it needs in very simple terms. If you are sleeping well, enjoy the knowledge that you are growing in some way, if not physically, then emotionally, and that is why you are sleeping more. Sometimes, getting started is the hardest part. At times you may dream up a million reasons why you shouldn't do something, and the worst that could happen. Yet, this is something you have to overcome if you want to reach your goals. The energy of this day can give you a great deal of courage to get things going. Seize it and begin. Focus ahead and not on problems that haven't happened. Just as the moon returns to begin the lead up to a full moon that is going to energize things across the income, work and career fronts, at a time when things are already fired up professionally, Jupiter returns to your sector of adventure, travel, learning and discovery. Everything else will eventually come and go, but Jupiter is here now for the next 12 months, and it is the area of your chart where he loves to be and can operate at his best. Jupiter is the largest and most powerful planet in the solar, and if he says you need to make the adventurous side of life's fence a priority, then there is no arguing. As the moon leaves and wraps up its monthly visit to Scorpio, as well as leaving you emotionally and intuitively engaged and aware, it will be with a better understanding of romantic and relationship matters. While this first visit since Venus, the planet of love, return to your relationship sector last week may have pushed some buttons, it has given her a better sense of what you want from your relationships and what they need from you and of what to focus on. Meanwhile, this has given the spirit of romance a boost. Pisces, today invites you to reconnect with yourself fully. Your quote of the day: your inner world deserves your attention too. Your color is soft lavender, intuitive and healing. Lucky numbers: 2, 6, 22. You may crave solitude and it's wise to take it. A dream or memory holds a subtle message. Let water, music, or poetry guide you home. Our eyes in the sky. Here is your uplifting tarot reading for June 12, 2025, and it's all about finding momentum, deepening emotional trust, and recognizing how much growth you've quietly been achieving beneath the surface. The cards drawn today are the Chariot, the Lovers, 10 of Wands, Page of Cups, and 3 of Pentacles. We begin with the Chariot, a sign that this day carries energy that wants to move forward, especially in areas where you felt stalled. The Chariot isn't just about it's about harnessing direction. Maybe lately you've had too many voices in your head pulling you in different directions, or maybe external responsibilities have made it hard to know what you want. But today brings the opportunity to reclaim the wheel. Whether it's taking one clear step toward a goal, making a decision that honors your own rhythm, or even just saying no to what isn't aligned, this card says, your willpower is enough. Your focus matters. Think back to a time when you pushed rough something tough. What did that teach you about your inner strength? You still have that in you. Next, the Lover's grace is the spread not just about romantic love, but about meaningful choices and the relationships that shape our growth. This card invites you to reflect on the connections in your life that help you become more you. It might show up today in the form of an honest heart-to-heart, a small but meaningful gesture, or simply a realization about what you want in your partnerships, are romantic or otherwise. For some, this could be the beginning of a deeper commitment, whether to a person, a path, or even to self-love. If you've been questioning your place in a relationship or the values you share with someone, this card reminds you to listen closely to your heart, not the noise, not the pressure, but the quiet truth within. Moving into 10 of Wands, we touch on something that many of us can relate to: burnout. Maybe you've been carrying too much lately, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally too. And maybe you've gotten so used to the weight that you've forgotten how heavy it actually is. This card is a gentle nudge to ask, what are you holding on to that you no longer need to? Where can you delegate, ask for help, or simply give yourself permission to rest? You don't earn your worth by being endlessly productive. The most sustainable path is one that honors your limits with love. Perhaps today is your invitation to set down just one thing and feel the relief that follows. Then comes the Page of Cups, bringing fresh energy to your emotional world. This card speaks of creative inspiration, surprise messages, new feelings, or even a return to something innocent and open-hearted. Some of you may reconnect with a dream you left behind, or find yourself feeling unusually tender or romantic. Let yourself follow the curiosity. You might write poetry without meaning to, feel drawn to music, or get emotional watching a silly movie, and that's part of the magic. Life doesn't always need to be analyzed, sometimes it's just meant to be felt. What's something your inner child would do for joy today, even if it's small? Finally, the Three of Pentacles reminds you that you are not alone in your efforts. You're part of a larger web, whether that's co-workers, community, chosen family, or a group of kindred spirits. Collaboration may be especially fruitful today, or you might receive unexpected support or appreciation from someone who sees your contribution. It's a beautiful time to invest in shared visions. Even if you've been feeling isolated lately, this card suggests the people who value you are closer than you think. And if you've been thinking about starting something new, a project, a business, a learning journey, know that the right team, tools, and timing are coming together. So as you move through June 12th, take this as a reminder: you are in motion, you are worthy of love that feels safe and true, and you do not need to do it all alone. Let today be a blend of clarity and softness, of action and reflection. You're allowed to move forward and still feel things deeply along the way. Let's talk in the comments. Did any of these messages reflect something real for you today? Have you been working hard behind the scenes, or feeling called to reconnect with an old dream? Share your story below. You never know who you might inspire just by being honest about your journey.